It's the Sittin Sportside podcast.
Can't wait.
With Mike James.
Come on, man.
And Eric Hanneman.
I have dedicated my life to this team, okay?
On 1045theteam.com.
1045 The Team, your home for New York sports. I'm Eric Hanneman along with Mike James giving you another special interview from the Hall of Fame Classic.
Wait, who are you alongside?
What's that?
Who are you alongside? You're killing it! You killed it! You killed it! You killed it! Come on, Eric!
I can't hear you. What are you saying?
You said alongside Mike James. I said, who? You're supposed to say Mike James!
Mike James!
Yeah! Anyways, yes, back to our Hall of Fame Classic weekend, which was so much fun.
We talked to some really cool people, including Wade Boggs and Goose Gossage, and, you know, kind of a dark horse cool guy that we talked to was Andy Sonnanstine, whatever.
Tomato, potato.
Exactly, but he was a player that did not last long. He's very young, actually. He's about 30, you know, in his
early 30s.
Early 30s, exactly. And so that's
actually surprised you a little.
Those were the words that I was looking for.
A little surprised he's retired, but you know.
Yeah, he was kind of a dark horse in a way of how great he was in the interview. Like I said, early 30s, and honestly, you know. I don't want to say could be in the majors, but it's great to see a guy like that young, in a way, who really got forced out of the majors probably based on performance.
I'm jealous of his World Series batting average. Not gonna lie.
Well, you just spoiled part of the interview, but
I did? Damn.
But without further ado, let's get to the interview with Andy Sonnanstine, and a great guy that we were able to talk to.
1045 The Team, you're home for New York sports. We're here with Andy Sonnanstine, repping the Tampa Bay Rays today, and obviously coming to mind is that 08. Tell us about that World Series. Obviously didn't come out on the winning end, but what was your experience like?
Right, would have been nice to win it. There's a couple Phillies guys here that do have that ring. But yeah, it was a great experience, man. One of my favorite stats of my whole entire life was going 1-for-1 in the World Series, so I got a nice little 1,000 batting average in the World Series, and I let people know quite a bit, but yeah, I wouldn't trade that experience for the world, man. It was awesome.
Now you're home for New York Yankees, and Evan Longoria is a Yankee killer. Can you tell me about what makes Evan Longoria, how great he is?
Honestly, I think it's a work ethic. You know, I've hung out with this kid quite a bit. Him, David Price, just being who they are interrupts their daily life, and how they've dealt with that with such class and grace, man. Evan's he's a great dude, man. He treats people with respect, and he respects the game, works his tail off day in, day out. He's one of the best teammates I've ever had.
Any great memories about visiting Yankee Stadium or playing against the Yankees?
Yeah, I was lucky enough to throw in old Yankee Stadium. My parents got to come up. I threw a 2-hit shutout through 8 innings, and it was really special, man. That was the first time I got to pitch in Yankee Stadium. Got the win my first time out there, and it was awesome, man. I kind of like the old park a little bit better than the new park.
Of course, you know, the old park's got all the history and everything. Yep. Now, is there any like specific highlight of your career that you look for, that you'd like to talk about the most, that, you know, just highlights, you know what I mean, just that one career highlight?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite games, I was pitching in St. Louis. First time I got to face Albert Pujols. He had a 42-game on-base streak, right? And I ended up going 2 for 3 at the plate that day. And stopped his 42 on-base streak, got the start of the game. And, you know, as much as I love the Tampa Bay Rays fans, you know, we could use a little bit more attendance boost. But I tell you what, those St. Louis Cardinals fans are the best I've been around. They were so welcoming. They want your autograph, but they don't want to bug you type deal. And yeah, that's probably one that really stands out in my mind.
Now you mentioned the Rays situation with the attendance. Have you ever thought of a solution possibly for that?
No, it's tough. It's a tough situation because the TV viewers for the team are through the roof, and it's great. But you know, at some point in time, you got to get some butts in the seats in the stands, you know. And I know a lot of people bag on the Trop, but I love it. It was 72 and sunny every day. Occasionally you'll get a power outage here and there, but I love that stadium, and I would hate to see that team go elsewhere due to attendance issues.
Andy Sonnanstine, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Well, Eric, it's always sunny in the Trop.
Yeah, right. But an interesting conversation there, and he even said he wouldn't mind seeing the team leave to get better attendance, which is interesting. He said he liked it in Tampa Bay, but yeah, he wouldn't mind seeing the team leave. Sonnanstine might have been one of the better pitchers in the game. He didn't let up a hit. He had pitched only one inning for the losing side, Nuxies.
The Nuxies.
But he didn't allow a hit or a base runner, so no hit or walk, and he struck out a batter.
Wait, let's not forget, Knucksy pitched.
He did pitch a third of an
to
inning.
Juan Pierre.
He did, and Juan Pierre
grounded out
to first.
Yeah.
So good job by Knucksy.
I kind of think Juan Pierre kind of eased off the gas so
Maybe.
Knucksy could get a third of an inning.
Maybe he could have been MVP. This is a good time to talk about the MVP, and not to take anything away from the great interview from Andy Sonnanstine. Like I said, dark horse, one of our better interviews of the day because he's such a genuinely good person. I really enjoyed talking to him about his experiences. There's some pretty good experiences there. Would you have known he stopped Albert Pujols' on-base streak? Right?
Actually, I didn't know that till
exactly.
That.
And did you know that he would bat 1,000? He should have better off being a position player because also in that game against Pujols, he had what was he say? He was 2 for 3
or something. Yeah.
So as far as I know, he's 3 for 4 in his career.
Yeah.
But still, good job.
Might be a little worse than that, but still.
Yeah, probably. But like I said, a good time to talk about the MVP, not only of this game, but the whole entire day. Aaron Rowan, the former Chicago White Sox champion with them in 05, and then in 05, and then champion in 2010 with the San Francisco Giants. Aaron Rowan, not only did he go 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run scored as well as a walk.
Let's talk about the bombs
for the champion Wizards. He also hit a bunch of home run bombs in home run derby. Beat John Buck, the catcher.
Who was your pick
from the Royals? You're right.
And Rowan was my first choice.
Rowan was like, I agree with you. Rowan looks like he was in the best shape. His upper body still looking good. A lot of power from those legs. He looked really good in the home run derby.
Brian Cashman, call him. I
mean, he's been retired since 2011, surprisingly.
But call him, Cashman.
He definitely looked like he could still play. He was there with his son. So great job by Aaron Rowan. MVP not only of the game, the Hall of Fame Classic, but MVP of the day. You know, an MVP, though, for us, though, was your friend. Want to give him a shout out?
Oh, John Horton?
Yeah.
Yeah, John, he's a great guy, my buddy John.
So it was great to be able to have this opportunity to go to the Hall of Fame Classic and interview such great players.
If it wasn't for him, I would have never thought to do this. He said, he goes 5, first, I had to email Craig, who we met, too. And
Muter, right. Yeah, he's a very good guy, too.
Great guy. If it wasn't thanks to them for everything, and it was a fun weekend. Great weekend.
You got to talk to Goose Gossage, Wade Boggs, Juan Pierre. So if you want to listen to those interviews, those are up on youtube.com/team1045.
I feel bad for Steve Parrish. Poor Steve Parrish.
Oh, don't do him dirty even more, man.
Yeah, oh, well. Too bad. So sad.
Hey. Wait.
He didn't play.
He didn't play. You're right. He didn't. Oh, I thought you were alluding to the fact that he was walking around and we could have interviewed him, but we never.
He looked.
Should we be saying this?
No. Anyways.
Anyway.
Till next time.
Yeah, the dude didn't play. Maybe it was something. Maybe something to that though. We don't know. But honestly, it was great to see all the players there. I want to give a special shout out. We will give our special shout-outs to some other players that we saw there, didn't necessarily interview in the last podcast with Willie Bloomquist, the interview there. So check that one out if you want to hear us talk about all the players that showed up there as well. So for Mike James, I'm Eric Hammond. Thank you for listening to this special edition of the Sittin Sportside podcast.
Can't wait.